back to Prime Time, y'all, and I'm back at it again with another story time. But before you get into this story time, go ahead and get your meal, your drink, your blunt, or your snack, and tell your man or sneaky link that you will have to call them back because Prime just dropped a new story time. Now, I've been gone for so long that I kind of wanted to give y'all this 3-part mini-series all in one. I'm going to try to drop these videos all in the same day, so it's literally like a 3-part mini-series for real that y'all can boom, 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 because I just been gone too long. And it's honestly no excuse. So, baby, I'm really finna feed y'all, okay? And this gonna be part 1, okay? Where he lied on his meat. So, baby, I had to cancel the appointment, okay? Okay, so, boom. I'm on Sniffies. And, you know, I'm talking to this older gentleman. He like 50. And y'all know, if you watch me for real, baby, I do not age discriminate, baby. I thought he was, you know, a handsome older gentleman. So, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna give him a chance. But I really was wanting to give him a chance because, baby, the pictures that he sent me, like, baby, the meat is what I wanted. I did. I was like, okay. He had a nice piece of meat on him. So I'm like, okay, today, I'm real horny today. I'm finna let him come over, finally. We've been talking for months, and I just was kind of curving him all the time. Always just stop responding or just was like, you know what, not today, not today. But today, I was like, you know what? It's his lucky day. Like, I don't really, baby, I was in the heat, okay? I was in the heat. So I'm like, I'm gonna let him come over today. So not only am I talking to this dude on Sniffies, I'm also talking to, like, this African king, baby, on Grindr as well. But anyway, before we get too much into the African king, let me stick on topic. But just know, I had both these dudes on the way at the same time, which is crazy when you think about it, but it was almost kind of like whoever show up first is first come, first serve, because I was that horny. I needed somebody to pull up on me right then and there, okay? And they both said they could come slide, but we focusing because this is some video, okay? This part 1. So, you know, we're gonna call him Catfish Grandpa. So Catfish Grandpa, you know, he's talking about he could be on his way. We done already exchanged news prior in the past. So, you know, we just already know what each other look like. Or at least we should, right? So, boom, y'all. He come in the door. I'm like, okay, he looked like his pictures. So, like, the exterior, baby, he did not catfish. Like, that was him. So, I was like, okay, cool. You know, he come in. I tell him to take his shoes off at the door. He takes his shoes off at the door. He telling me I got a nice place. It smell good because, baby, I had my candles burning because, baby, I don't play by no candle, okay? So I'm like, okay, thank you. You know, he telling me how I look good and everything, right? So, boom. I finally get him back in my room and, you know, he looking around, but he not really saying nothing. Mind you, all I'm in is, like, a jock strap. So I'm like, come on, like, what you waiting on? Like, I'm like, let's get undressed. Because, baby, I wasn't really about to kiss him. I don't know, like, usually, like, even though I'm a kisser, baby, I love to kiss. Something in me just didn't want to kiss him like that. But, you know, I was filling up on him. I'm like, okay, let's see what we got here. I'm like, okay, he had literally, like, a dad bod. Like, he was, like, big, but he was, like, one of those slim daddies. Like, you know, he was a little saggy. He was a little saggy, honestly. He was a little saggy, but, like, I was excited to get to that meat, so I really didn't care. So, you know, I took that shirt off, you know, took off his shorts, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, like, did I really describe this older white gentleman besides him being an older white gentleman? Like I said, you know, he's in his 50s. I want to say he was about, like, 6 feet. Yeah, he just reached that 6 feet mark, or at least that's what it said on his profile. I think that was true as well. So, you know, he was just a little bit taller than me. Well, yeah, about 6 feet. So he wasn't, like, towering, but, you know, it was enough height difference, baby. So I'm like, okay, cool. Anyway, we pulling down the shorts, right? And, you know, the meat that he showed me, and it's on his profile, said 7 inches, right? I pull it down, you know, he on soft. I'm like, okay, you know, it's soft, but I ain't tripping. I done ran into a lot of men, right, who are just growers, and they start off like this, and baby, it can get like this. So I wasn't judging. Anyway, he talking about he want me to get on the bed. So, you know, I get on my bed. Mind you, baby, I'm face down, ass up. You know, in my little cute little brown little jock strap that I had on. You know, it was like a flesh tone, skin color jockstrap, you know, from Rihanna. Love me some Rihanna. But anyway, you know, he started eating me out. I'm like, okay, cool. He eating me out. Boom. It's kind of good. It wasn't like, oh shit, you know, I'm on like crazy good, but it was kind of good. Like it was alright. It was good. Like the tongue was good, but it was cause like I could tell that he had shaved probably yesterday, and you know that scruff was probably coming back in, and baby, that was just a little uncomfortable with the scruff. But the tongue, it was doing what it could do. A little lazy, but it was doing what it could do. So, you know, he doing that. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm talking my shit, talking nasty. I'm like, okay, you need to eat that ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, stick your tongue up in here. Come on, don't be shy. You know, I'm throwing my ass back on his face. Boom, boom. At first, you know, the first two, you know, booms, I was like, oh shit, let me stop. Because, baby, like, I feel like I'm finna knock this old man over, baby. And last time I checked, he didn't have no life alert on. So, I didn't want to do too much. So, I'm like, let me calm down and let him take control. He's supposed to be the dominant one. Because, baby, I'm in my dominant mood, right? So, boom, you know, he eat my ass for about a good 5 minutes. Mind you, the African King, I see on my phone, because I got my phone on the bed. I see the African King done text me. I might already give him a name. I don't know, but we're going to stick with African King for part 1. But the African King had texted me talking about he 20 minutes away. So I'm like, damn. Okay, so now I really gotta like, I don't know, a part of me like, okay, you know, come on, stick it in me so he can like go ahead and get 1 2 1 2, because I don't know why I invited these two men over at the same time. So now I got a dilemma. So I'm kind of trying to rush this white older gentleman, you know, Catfish grandpa, so hurry up and put it in and do what he needs to do. You know, I already got the condom ready, so, you know, I grabbed the condom, I'm like, put this on, and, you know, he grabbed it, and I changed my mind, and then I'm like, you know what, let me put it on for you. I turn around, you know, he hard. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I'm grabbing it, and, you know, I'm stroking it. So I feel that it's hard, too. Not just looking at it. I feel that it's hard. Y'all, I kid you not, that meat was like 4 inches. I was like, this don't look like the pictures. And he was like, oh, well, you know, I'm not fully hard just yet. You just ate my ass for like 5 minutes. What you mean you not hard? What you mean you not hard? Mind you, I can hear you jerking your meat while you eating my ass. And we done did this for 5 minutes. So what are you saying that you're not hard? Make it make sense. So I'm like, no, this dick is hard. I'm like, this is not the dick you done sent me in the pictures. He like, yeah, you know, it is, you know. But you know, pictures can be deceiving. Y'all, when he said that shit, I knew he was lying right then and there. Now, I probably would have let him eat my ass a little bit more, or, you know, gave him a little bit more time. But once he said, well, pictures could be deceiving, I was like, okay. So now you lying. Baby, I went back to Sniffy's, pulled up the picture. I said, you can't tell me this is this. Ain't no way. He's like, I'm sorry, y'all. I kid you not. This man starts crying. Full blown crying. Full blown crying, talking about, I'm sorry, you know, I just really want to link up with you. We've been talking for months, and it seemed like you just wasn't giving me no chance. Like, I just really wanted to see you, so, you know, I was trying my best. Just saying all this crazy shit, but I'm so in shock that, like, most of the shit that he was saying got drowned out, because I'm literally standing there like, is he serious? Like, is this grown 50-year-old, like, could be my granddaddy crying in front of me right now? Like, what are you, what? So anyway, so I'm like, sir, can you, I think you should leave, please. He like, please, I don't want to go. I'm like, come on now. I think you should leave. Mind you, my cats, because every time I hook up, I put my cats away. My cat Kyle is on the other side of the door going crazy. He going crazy because I feel like animals, they can sense when shit is not right. So he's on the other side of the door going crazy. Mind you, this man is like grabbing my arm, you know, like begging to stay, begging for me to like give him a motherfucking chance. But I'm like, sir, please leave. And he not want to leave. So, you know, I open my guest room door. What should I say? My office room where I keep, just so I happen to keep my cats. I open my office room. And y'all, my cat Kyle instantly jumps out of that room and pounces on Catfish Grandpa. Pounces on Catfish Grandpa and just starts fucking him up, scratching him up. The man is yelling, screaming. He like, ah, oh my God, get the cat, get. My cat just fucking him up. Mind you, I've never seen my cat do this shit before. Every time I usually have guests, like, my cat is always nice. He's always friendly. He don't ever, like, do this crazy shit. So, I'm shocked. I'm gassed. So, I'm literally watching this shit unfold for 30 seconds, like. Because I ain't never seen my cat do no shit like this. And if you see my cat, I'm going to put a picture on the screen of my cat. Look at him. Like, he's innocent. Like, he don't ever do nothing like this. Like, this is not like him. So, he's fucking this man up. So, you know, I eventually, you know, grab my cat. This man goes back in my room, grabs his clothes, throws on his underwear, but picks up the rest of his clothes and runs out my apartment. So I'm like, mind you, my cat's still going crazy in my arms. Like, he's still trying to get at this man. The man is gone. So, you know, I finally put my cat down and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what just happened? And then I end up getting a text from the African King. So I'm like, oh shit. So, you know, I look out my window. That man is already pulling off in his truck and he gone. He already pulled off. That man was running, just already gone. Anyway, so I'm like, oh shit. So I'm kind of scared. I'm like, I hope he don't call the police and say like I fucking attacked him. I don't know. So I'm just looking at the bonds for a minute. You know, I'm like, oh shit, I'm kind of scared. Like, what should I do, right? So, you know, I put my cat back up in the office. So I'm like, okay, we finna have, you know, another one come over. So, boom. I hop in the shower. But we're gonna cut off right here because this is just part 1 of the 3 hookup series, baby. 1 day, 3-man hookup series. So, baby, we just gonna copy right here, okay? But anyway, if you made it through this whole video, baby, I love you. And make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and please set the notification bell on the side so you will be notified the next time I upload. And I'll catch you on another prime time. And we out.